welcome to a new video. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I would show you how I do my sourdough process, so this is it. Firstly, here I'm feeding the starter, so I'll put the exact recipe that I followed in the description below, but I feed my starter with flour and water and mix it so everything's well incorporated. Then I cover it loosely and let it sit on the counter for a few hours. Usually it takes like 8 hours, I would say, to double in size. Here I'm preparing the dough for the bread, so I'm mixing flour and water again. And mix it until it's well combined, and then here I add the sourdough starter that's doubled in size. And then also add salt. All of the ratios again will be linked below. So here I'm doing my first stretch and fold. After I mixed it, I let it sit for like 30 minutes, do one stretch and fold, and then repeat the process 3 or 4 times. So every 30 to 45 minutes do a stretch and fold. And stretch and fold is basically where you lift the dough and turn it over onto itself 3 to 4 times as you rotate the bowl. So that's what I'm doing there. Then let the dough sit until it's doubled in size. Next, I'm preparing the banneton to put the dough in to rest overnight in the fridge. I lightly dust the counter with some rice flour and empty the dough onto the counter. And here I'm doing the shaping process. I'm not really sure how to describe it. I think it's just easier to visually watch and understand what's happening, and it just takes practice. And now I'm putting the dough into the banneton to rest overnight in the fridge. Hi, welcome back to another video. So it's been almost a week since I got back from Chicago. I got back on Monday and it's Saturday now. So I was really tired after my trip and I had to work all week and I unpacked. And so now it's finally the weekend and we're just relaxing. It's actually pretty rainy today. It's Saturday morning and it's so rainy outside. I think there's like a storm system around, maybe approaching Florida. I don't know, but it's really rainy. So we're just relaxing. I started making bread last night, sourdough. I was gonna bake it this morning, but I don't think it's ready yet. So I'll bake it tomorrow. And I baked some granola and we're gonna make breakfast now. I want to make acai bowls because we have the acai packets, so that's why I made the granola to go on top. So anyway, just relaxing, taking it slow, and I'll show you if we get up to anything interesting this weekend. My fiance just made a quick trip to Whole Foods because we were out of eggs, so he got some eggs, some yummy summer tomatoes, milk, cheese, Hawaii cheese. Havarti cheese and some turkey and bagels. So we're gonna do some bagel sandwiches. So we have bagel, avocado, and tomato on one side, and then bagel, jam, cheese. It's actually roasted chicken and egg on the other side. And my fiance's plate looks a little crazy because he has 6 eggs. Having some Turkish coffee. It's been such a gloomy day, so we just decided to get out for a little bit. And of course, we're going to our favorite place in Miami, which is Coconut Grove. We're just gonna take a little walk around and pick up some food. So I'll show you where we go and what we get. Just ordered some food from this Thai place that's like in a convenience store in Coconut Grove. It's supposed to be good, so we'll see how it is. We'll let you know. But we ordered a lot, right?
Yes, we did.
We got like 2 appetizers, 3 mains, and dessert. I'm excited. Hopefully it's good. So this is all of the food that we got. We got shrimp shumai, veggie spring rolls, red curry with beef, shrimp pad thai, and volcano chicken. And 2 of the dishes came with rice. And we got Thai donuts for dessert. And it came with like I think it's like condensed milk and chocolate sauce. We'll let you know what we think. Sunday morning, and I already baked the bread this morning, my sourdough, and now we're on the way to the farmer's market because I wanted to check out the farmer's market at Vizcaya that happens every Sunday. So we're going there now, and I'll show you if we get anything. Unfortunately, the farmer's market was a bit of a fail, and I guess my fiance knew that that was gonna happen because he's been there before, and it's just like really small and there's not much. You would think like at a farmer's market there's a lot of fruits and vegetables, and there was one stand with fruits and vegetables, and then everything else they're just like trying to sell a lot of like overpriced things. Like there was a tiny jar of honey that was $50. So yeah, unfortunately, but whatever. We're gonna go to Trader Joe's later and do our grocery shop there.
You like it?
So we just had a coffee and a little ice cream at one of our favorite little spots, Pinocchio on the Bay, which is like an Italian little coffee shop, bakery kind of place. And now we're going to check out the new Whole Foods that just opened by Edgewater and maybe do our grocery shopping there depending on what we get. Maybe we'll need to stop at Trader Joe's after. We'll see. But there's one close by. So we just got back from grocery shopping and I'm gonna quickly show everything that we got for the week. We usually grocery shop once a week. We got some coffee because we were out and we got this one at Trader Joe's. We like to get the beans and then we grind them at Trader Joe's so it's like already ground and like ready to use. We got 3 dozen eggs because my fiance eats 6 eggs every time he eats eggs. We have some celery. I got some Parmesan and tomato sauce to do like a pasta tonight. We have vegetable broth. I like to use this to make rice sometimes or pasta for extra flavor. We got some potatoes that we're gonna boil and roast, some carrots for a salad with the celery and an apple, some avocados. We usually get avocados every week and we have half an avocado per person each time we have like breakfast. We got roasted almonds and walnuts because we ran out of the ones that we had before. We got some garlic and shallots, just staples that we ran out of, and butter. And then we got some chicken breast for dinners on the week. We got some heirloom tomatoes. I like to get these from Trader Joe's. They're usually available like during the summer. We found these figs. This was the first time we saw them at Trader Joe's this summer, but I think it's the season, so they had those. A cucumber and some bananas. We got extra. My fiance likes to eat bananas, but we got extra to cut up and freeze for smoothies. And we got cottage cheese. We like to have that for our breakfast. At Whole Foods, we just got a few things. We got this barbecue sauce because we couldn't find barbecue sauce last time at Trader Joe's, but we actually found it today. We got a red cabbage because they don't have these at Trader Joe's and I liked it the last time that we got it, so I'll use that for the salad. And for tonight, we got some lamb chops, so we're gonna make these for dinner tonight. And we got beef brisket, which we've never seen at Whole Foods, and they don't have these types of meats at Trader Joe's. So we wanted to pick up some different meats for the week, well, that we can eat tonight and during the week. So we got the brisket, so we'll see how we make that. But yeah, this is everything that we got. So we're gonna pack it all away now, and then we're gonna do some meal prep and make the salad, season some chicken for the week that I'll make like tomorrow, boil some potatoes and we can roast them tomorrow as well, and the dinner for tonight, which will be lamb chops with some pasta on the side. These are the lamb chops that we got. So we're gonna grill those for dinner. And my fiance is chopping up some potatoes that we're gonna boil and prep so that we have them during the week. We can roast them easily. My fiance cut up some chicken and he's seasoning it now and I'll cook it tomorrow. He used salt, pepper, oregano, some of this onion salt from Trader Joe's, and this Italian style sofrito seasoning blend, and olive oil, red wine vinegar, and some lemon. So in my salad, I did green cabbage, purple cabbage, celery, carrots, and apples. So I'm gonna mix this up now with some olive oil, red wine vinegar, lemon, salt and pepper, and a tiny bit of maple syrup. I just harvested some basil from our plant, which I'm gonna use for the pasta. For lunch today, we have soft scrambled eggs with cottage cheese, fresh sourdough with butter, cucumbers, and tomatoes. And we have some watermelon and figs. So I feel like this video has turned into almost like a what I eat in a week video, which I actually like watching those kinds of videos, and I've always wanted to make one because I feel like the food that I eat is pretty interesting and we like to switch it up. We don't like to eat the same thing every day, and we like to try new restaurants on the weekend and stuff. So like you saw already, we tried that Thai place this weekend, which was actually really good. And we went grocery shopping and we got all our food for the week. So now you can see how we use that food and what we're making this week. Yesterday I showed some of the prep, and now I just finished working for the day and my fiance is playing soccer right now. So I'm gonna prepare the dinner for us. I'm already pretty hungry and he'll be back soon. I have like 45 minutes. I'm gonna cook the chicken that he seasoned yesterday, and then I'm gonna roast the potatoes. So a trick that we like to do is that we boil the potatoes first, like cube them up and boil them so they're already soft and cooked, and then we reheat them by roasting them and they become crispy and they're really good like that. And I add like a bunch of seasonings and then roast them in the oven with like some olive oil and they get really crispy. So I'm gonna make that, the chicken, and then we have the salad that I prepared yesterday, but I'm gonna pack that for my lunch tomorrow with some leftover chicken that we have. So for dinner, I think my fiance will eat some of that salad, but I don't like to eat the same thing for dinner as I'm having for lunch the next day. If I can avoid doing that, usually I'll like try to eat something different. So I'll see what we have. I know we have some broccoli, maybe I'll steam that. Gonna get started now. So I'm just putting the chicken on these trays and gonna bake it in the oven. I'm gonna put it in the oven now for 35 minutes maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna season the potatoes now. So these are the potatoes that are already boiled. I'm gonna season them and then put them on the tray and roast them in the oven. So I'm gonna add some olive oil, salt. We didn't salt the potatoes when we boiled them, so I'm adding enough now. Some black pepper. I'm gonna add some of this seasoning, which is a Turkish blend. I forget the name of it, but my fiance's mom brought it for us when she came to visit from Turkey. It smells really good though. And I like adding them to potatoes. I think it's usually for like meat, but I like using it on potatoes when I make it this way. And then I'm gonna add a tiny bit of cumin. Cumin's a very strong flavor, so I usually just add like a tiny bit. Then some of this isn't actually cayenne pepper, it's a roasted red pepper, which my fiance's mom also brought from Turkey. The spices from there are like so bright and flavorful. And then some oregano. I'm gonna mix it. Make sure it's well coated in seasonings. So that helps to like get it to crisp up with a nice layer on the outside. And if the potatoes get a little rough and broken, that's fine because that helps it have more surface area to crisp up. I think this looks good, so I'm just gonna spread it out on this tray to bake. Now I'm gonna put them in the oven. Now I'm gonna add the broccoli into this pot, and I have this steamer basket from IKEA, and I like using this to steam vegetables. It's really good. Usually I don't pack it this much, but I had 2 heads of broccoli, so it's fine. I'm gonna cover it and let it steam for like 20-30 minutes. So I just took the chicken out of the oven and I used this thermometer to test the temperature, and it says it's ready. Chicken's supposed to be at 165, and I hate dry, overcooked chicken, so this is good. I'm gonna pack now my lunch that I'll eat at the office tomorrow. So I'm packing the salad that I made yesterday and some of this leftover chicken. And I use these glass containers and I just fill it up. And that's what I eat for lunch. And that's my lunch for tomorrow, and is pretty much what I eat for lunch every time that I go to the office. I just like to have a salad, keep it light with some protein, and that keeps me full until later. And I still feel like awake and I can work and not sluggish after eating a bunch of carbs. I also feel like I want to make a honey mustard vinaigrette to go with the dinner tonight, because I feel like there's not a lot going on. It's just all roasted. I mean, this chicken's seasoned pretty well, but the broccoli is just plain steamed, and the potatoes seasoned pretty well, but I'm afraid it might be a little dry because it's like roasted. So I'm just gonna do a quick vinaigrette. I've never actually made something like this. Well, it's not a vinaigrette, it's a honey mustard dressing. I just feel like it'll go well with these flavors. So let's see how it turns out. So I'm gonna make it in this jar because I've seen people say that the trick to like emulsify your dressing is to shake it, and I think this will be the easiest way. So I'm gonna use these ingredients. Instead of honey, I'm gonna do some agave. I'm gonna do Dijon mustard, some black pepper and salt. I'm gonna add these red pepper flakes because I feel like it'll be good in it, and olive oil and apple cider vinegar. I'm just gonna eyeball the ratios. I'm also gonna add some fresh lemon juice. The broccoli is ready, and I'm just gonna squeeze some lemon juice on top. The potatoes came out super crispy, so I think the dressing will be good with them. So this is dinner. I have the broccoli, potatoes, and chicken. And on top of the chicken, I added the honey mustard dressing that I made. And I have some barbecue sauce on the side. The barbecue sauce we got yesterday because I wanted to try it out. I'm going to work today at the office and I'm ready and I'm just gonna make myself a coffee to go. So I just take it in this cup that I got from Fellow, that's the brand. I got it on Amazon, but it's a really good cup because it keeps it hot for like hours and it doesn't leak when you drink out of this magnetized part here. It's really good. So I'm gonna make myself a coffee now. And then to eat at the office, usually I'll take a little container like this and I have a bunch of nuts and fruit in it, like dried fruit, raisins, almonds, walnuts, whatever I have on hand. I'm gonna take today some of this granola that I made. So I'm gonna fill up a little cup like this and that'll be my snack. And I already showed you my lunch yesterday. I'm gonna call my Uber now and go to the office and I'll catch up with you later after work. So I just got home from work and I'm getting ready to go to the gym now. On the days that I work at the office, I usually go to the gym after work. On Monday and Wednesday, I work from home. So I like to wake up early and go to the gym then. And my early is not like 5 a.m. It's like 7 a.m. That's like the earliest that I wake up. And I'm always so tired in the morning. But once I get my workout done, I feel better throughout the day, less anxious. I don't feel stressed that I need to work out after work because sometimes after work I'm just so tired. So it is nice to work out before work and just get it over with. But on days where I have to go to the office, it takes me longer to get ready. And yeah, today is one of the days that I'm working out after work. But I'm actually not that tired today, thankfully. So I'm gonna go work out quickly and then make myself some dinner or eat leftovers. We'll see what I have. My fiance is at a happy hour with his work. I don't think I'll be eating with him. I'll see what I eat after I work out. I'm so tired. Anyway, let's go work out. To work out, I like to wear these sets that are not necessarily matching, but they go together. So I have this top from Aritzia, which is like nice and soft. But then I wear my Alpha Elite shorts. I don't know if you can see. They're both in a green color and they're not like completely matching, but they work together. And I like wearing the Alpha Elite shorts because they are more compressive. So I prefer those to work out at the gym, like if I'm doing weights. If I'm just doing like stretching or yoga, Pilates or something like that, I would wear the Aritzia bottoms that I have that match these. But for the gym, I like the Amplify shorts from Alpha Elite. I can link it below. Anyway, I'm gonna work out now. I'll show you what I have for dinner. So for dinner tonight, we have these sweet potatoes that my fiance had already boiled. So they're already soft. I'm just gonna do the same thing that I did with the potatoes yesterday. I seasoned them with some salt, cinnamon, black pepper, red pepper, and maple syrup, just a tiny bit, and olive oil. And I'm gonna roast them in the oven so they get crispy. And then I'm gonna make these branzino. We got these from Trader Joe's. They're just individually frozen fish fillets, and these are really good. I like the taste of branzino a lot and the texture. So I'm gonna probably fry that in the pan, and it'll also be a little crispy. And then maybe I'll have that with the broccoli from yesterday. Also gonna make a quick chimichurri to go on top of the fish because I have some leftover herbs. So I have parsley, dill, and a tiny piece of jalapeno and lemon, and I have a shallot as well that I'll use. And then I do some olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper, and it'll be good. This is the chimichurri, and I'm frying the fish now. And I think the potatoes will be ready soon. They're getting crispy. So this is tonight's dinner. I have the broccoli, the roasted sweet potatoes, and the branzino with the chimichurri on top. Looks good. The good thing about coming to the gym in the morning is that no one's here. Sometimes in the afternoon it gets so busy and it's pretty small. So usually I'll have matcha on Monday and Wednesday and coffees every other day. But on days when I have to go to a site visit, I like to make myself a little coffee to get ready with before going. So I have a site visit this morning, and it's at a restaurant that I'm currently working on that's under construction. So I'll show you a little bit of that if I can. And I guess that ties into this video because it's food related. It's been under construction for the past year, and hopefully it'll be open soon and we can go try it out. It's an Italian restaurant and they have a pizza oven, so it'll be cool. Anyway, I'll show you a little bit if I can. And I'm just wearing this bodysuit from Skims. For site visits, it can get pretty hot, so I like to wear something short-sleeved at least. And I have these pants from Aritzia. As you can tell, I love these pants because I have them in 3 colors now. I have black, navy, and this off-white color. And then I'm wearing my Adidas. These aren't like the most ideal for sites. They're very comfortable, but they can get dirty because they're suede. But the site is like pretty far along, so it should be okay. It's not a dirty site. And I have this belt from Zara. It's old Zara. And yeah, that's my look for this site visit. So I'll show you guys a little bit if I can. For lunch today, we have cucumber and tomatoes, avocado, cottage cheese, some oven roasted turkey, and eggs with some of the dill cheese on top, and sourdough with butter. For dinner tonight, my fiance has taken on the task of making the brisket, so we'll see how it turns out. It's almost the end of my workday and I'm feeling a little hungry, so I'm gonna make my protein smoothie that I like to make sometimes. I usually have it like once a week, and it just is an additional amount of protein for the day, and it helps to like curb my hunger until dinner time. And since we're doing the brisket right now, that's gonna take a few hours, so I'm gonna make the protein shake to hold us over. I'll show you all the ingredients that I like to use. This is like a vanilla smoothie. This is one of my favorite ways to make it, but I also like to do chocolate. So I have a chocolate and a vanilla protein powder, and depending on what I'm feeling at the moment, I'll make either or. But this one's really good. Usually I have frozen banana ready for smoothies, but they were done and we bought new bananas, but I haven't cut them up and frozen them yet because I was waiting for them to ripen. So frozen banana typically, but I'm gonna use this and hopefully it gives the same texture. I use almond butter. I'm gonna use a little bit of kefir because I have some left, some milk. This is the protein powder that I use. It's not my absolute favorite, but I'm trying to finish it so that I can buy a new one. I really want to try the one by Promix because it's supposed to be like really clean ingredients, but this one's okay. Some dates, vanilla bean paste, and Greek yogurt. I'll show you adding it into the blender, and this is the blender that I use from Beast, which blends it really well. First, I'm gonna add some of the liquid so that the solid ingredients don't get stuck to the bottom because then it makes it hard to mix. I'm making for 2 people, so I'm using the big cup. So I'm just gonna add like that much kefir. I don't like to add too much because then it gives it like a sour taste, but it has a lot of probiotics, so it's really good for you. I'm gonna add some of the milk. I'll probably add more at the end depending on how much I need, but I'm just gonna add maybe like that much. Then I'm gonna cut up this banana. Actually, fun fact, I hate banana because of the texture, but I'll only have it in my smoothies or like banana pancakes or something. I don't mind the taste of it, I just hate the texture. I can't have like a regular banana. So I'm just gonna chop this up. And if I'm doing for 1 person, I'll do half a banana, and for 2, I just do the whole. I'm gonna add 3 dates because these are pretty medium sized. If you have like larger dates, then you can just do 2. These dates are from Turkey also. Next, I'm gonna add the protein powder. I'll do 2 scoops since it's for 2 people. Luckily, I'm almost out of this protein, so I can't wait to try a new one. That's the problem with buying large containers. You have to finish it before you can get another one. I'm gonna add a spoon of the almond butter. This one is crunchy almond butter from Trader Joe's. It's literally just almonds, but I like the texture of this one a lot. So I do like a scoop. And since I already have kefir in there, I'm just gonna add 1 scoop of Greek yogurt, 1 heaping scoop. I'm gonna add a tiny bit extra of vanilla. This is vanilla bean paste. And I forgot before, but I'm gonna add some cinnamon as well. Now I'm gonna add this much ice. Well, this much. So just fill it up. And then I'm gonna fill up with water up to like here. There's a max line here, but I just usually go up to like right below the top. Like this. Now I'm gonna put the top on and blend it. This is the exact consistency that I love. And it's still good even though the banana wasn't frozen. The key is to add a lot of ice and water. I just decided that I'm gonna go for a quick walk outside to release some built up tension after work. And the food's still in the oven, it's taking a while, so I'm just gonna go for a nice walk. The sun's setting in like 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna go quickly and come back and at least feel a little more relaxed for the evening. There's so many people out and they're like so active, walking, running, so it's nice. I'm happy that I came out even if it's just for a little bit, doing like 30-minute walk and then heading back home. But it's good to get fresh air, although it's like very humid and like sticky and hot. I'm already sweating a little bit. sunset is so beautiful tonight. I love a good sunset. I feel like the camera's not doing it justice. For tonight's dinner, we have the brisket beef, which we're not sure about how it came out. Could have used a little longer in the oven. We have leftover potatoes and leftover beets and a lot of barbecue sauce. Still be a good dinner. It's Thursday morning and I'm heading to the office soon. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I think I've shown you a lot of what we ate this week. That was like what this video turned into, but I'm not mad about it because I love watching these types of videos, seeing what people eat in a week and getting inspiration for my own meals. So I hope that this was inspirational. You found some tips that can help you and it was just enjoyable to watch. I love being in the kitchen and cooking, and my fiance loves eating my food, so that makes me happy. It's like another creative outlet for me, so I love experimenting in the kitchen and trying out different recipes and not just eating the same things every single week. I mean, we do have some things that we add into our rotation that we constantly do, like we always have fish on a Tuesday. We'll always have like some sort of beef or chicken during the week, or like ground turkey some weeks, but we like to switch things up. We don't like to eat the same food every week, but we do like to meal prep and have food prepared so that we can have leftovers during the week and we're not cooking every single day. So that's sort of how we like to do things. Hopefully it inspired you or helped you in some way, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe if you're new so that I know you enjoyed this video and so that I know to keep making them. It'll really motivate me and push me to continue doing this, although I love doing it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!